Okay, just want to make a really quick video on how to get something that is stuck onto your keyed shaft. In this case, this is a 8 horsepower Briggs Stratton engine. It was off of a air compressor tank, and it had a pulley that was on the shaft. And you know, this engine is anywhere between 20 to 30 plus years old, so it was on there. Did not want to come off. I went on YouTube. There's not a whole lot, but the things that I found, people had, you know, really fancy tools, and you know, I don't have anything like that, and I wanted to improvise and kind of use what I had, and so I tried everything, probably like you, and was working on this thing probably 2 hours before I finally got it off. There's my work area where I was trying everything in my blood, sweat, and tears, and it's just nothing would work. I used heat, I used cold, I used WD-40. I was trying to pry it off, and I finally even broke the grinder out and started grinding it, and that didn't even work. And I wanted to be real careful because I didn't want to damage the shaft. So I did it on the keyed area, but even with that, even with cutting it all the way down, it still wouldn't come off. And I made a mistake and kind of nicked this as well. So after that, I was like, no more grinder. So I went back to trying to find other ways. I went on YouTube. Some guy had this tool that kind of gripped it, and you would twist it. It would push onto this with one part while gripping it and pulling it off. And I was like, well, that's great, but I don't have that tool. I don't even know what it was. So the next best thing that I had was this here vise thing. And most people have one of these. If not, you can go pick one up at, you know, hardware store, Harbor Freight, whatever. They're usually under 10 bucks. Maybe you have one lying around. So at first I put it on here before I had cut this tip off, and it was kind of positioned like this, and so it kept slipping and slipping. So I finally took the grinder to this and cut it down to where it was would be more straight. So when I turned this part, it would slowly pull it off, and that was what I finally did to get it off. Now after a while, you're going to get to the point where you're pulling it and it becomes straight with this. And so what I did at that point was I just stuck a bolt in there, and it doesn't matter if it threads. This one doesn't thread. I don't even know if I have something right now that'll thread into that. So I just put this in there, and I continued with it until it pulled it all the way out. So hopefully that helps. And there's someone out there, they're struggling, you know, and they just want to get this stupid thing off. They don't have any super fancy tools. Get one of these, and you'll be able to get it off.